Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Around the 412. I am not Tyler. This is Smitty. Join with me, as always, is Herb.
Hi.
Yeah, right now, why is there such an echo?
Is there?
Yeah.
That's why. Oops. My bad. Oops.
We're going to be calling Beefy in a second here, but he's not with us today. He's actually on vacation, so he's enjoying the beach, enjoying that new haircut and clean-shaven face, too, if nobody's friends with him on Snapchat.
I'm happy for you that you don't have to see that.
Yeah, a lot less hair than he used to have. So, but hope he's enjoying the beach. We're gonna give him a call here in a second. First thing I wanted to do is apologize, I guess, somewhat for last week. Wasn't handled the best. Like I said, I was struggling on the episode to find the correct wording to use. And obviously, I never found my footing there because it came out terribly still.
I think it was more or less my fault.
Regardless, me, you, whatever it was a combination. Around the 412 did not come off very well last week. So, apologize to any listeners that took offense to anything that was said, obviously.
Cody.
But thank you for your continued support and listening. And, this is a pretty big episode for us, hopefully. So, without you guys, we wouldn't have had one episode, let alone this is number 42. So
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Sounds
I'm lost.
about right.
Yeah.
All right. So, do we want to try to call Beefy right now, or
Do we want to talk about anything without him?
like what?
I don't know.
'Cause I don't. The questions that were asked were all for like when Taylor's on. So
Okay.
otherwise, we can just, if we're not gonna call it. Did Shannon give us a hot take this week?
Oh, I don't think she did something last Monday. I can't remember what it was that I told her to tweet at me, but she didn't. Let me see if it's in our texts.
This is incredible content. We're
Oh,
doing.
it's the best so far. She hates cheese.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah,
I don't,
that's what it is this week. She hates cheese. I don't know how you survive as
so
a
like
person.
not on cheese, not on pizza, right? Or like if
If it's not on pizza, she hates it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about like so not even on like, because I can understand people saying like cheese by itself or whatever, but like what about on sandwiches and stuff?
no cheese sticks either?
I don't know if I'm.
Why
with
are
it.
we friends with her?
I don't know if I'm with it. I mean, it's not
That
like
was really mean. I'm sorry.
it's not like terrible, I guess, because I can understand it.
Yeah. I mean, if she's lactose, it makes more sense.
Yeah, I know people that like my friend Tim's lactose, and he just says screw it.
Oh, she literally just tweeted us and said, "Can I have two just in case one sucks?"
I tweeted her and said hot take.
Okay.
So yeah, Shannon's hot take coming up shortly. Your takes, I should say. Did you get any responses to the Instagram story? Anything?
I don't think so. What a shock.
Yeah, 'cause otherwise, I just put up the thing about Taylor Hearn being on. People asked him a couple questions, obviously, but I don't think anybody really cares about any questions for us if that's the case.
No. I
Taylor
mean,
Hearn's gonna
after last week, they all hate us.
That's true.
So, what was the pony roots for thing last night? I missed that.
Oh, yeah, 'cause Pony said sorry in a 5-0 game. I'm rooting for a no-hitter, like against the Pirates. So yeah,
I'll root
so
for a perfect
then he
game,
said,
not a no-hitter.
Then he said Pony roots for
And then my
And
feed
then-
was just destroyed.
by Pony roots for tweets. Yeah,
By the way, at least he roots for us, not CK
Pony roots
Radio.
for North Shore 9. Did you? I didn't listen to the episode from
I
yesterday. Did
started-
they pick one already? Like the one that they?
I didn't get that far.
Mm.
I didn't get that far because I went to sleep pretty fast.
Well, I'll find out before they even listen to this. Probably.
That
so
was
this is
not
gonna
a it's boring joke. That was I was going to bed when
Yeah.
I was listening to it.
No, it's boring.
By the way, that last
It didn't
Facebook
have to be
Friday
this
went
boring joke.
off the rails. All
The
those
last one?
filters, yeah.
Oh yeah. What was Ryan? We still don't have a Facebook. I just realized that. Made an Instagram. For anybody that doesn't follow us on Instagram, you can now follow us on Instagram. Like when we have a new design, we'll put it up there. maybe little clips of the show, if possible. And then like today, I put up obviously the announcement and pictures of Taylor since he's coming on. So Beefy just tweeted me, so hopefully he will be able to answer a phone call.
Hello, Tyler.
What's up?
There he is.
Took you long enough.
Did you call me before this?
No.
Oh.
My literal statement was, if he doesn't pick up, he's just not coming on.
So how's it going?
Okay then. Not bad. Are you recording right now?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
But yeah, so you're not with us. Why don't you tell people where
No.
you're at?
So I'm down at Holden Beach, is a little north of Myrtle Beach, which is more popular. But our family friends have a beach house down here, and they're letting us use it. So
Ooh.
So how long are you down there for?
I'll be down here for like a week. I come back on Saturday. We left on Friday, so
Okay.
Who drove?
I did.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, my dad was in Dallas on a business trip, so he just met us here, basically.
Oh.
Oh, so the whole family is there?
Yeah, our whole family's here. It's just my mom, my sister, and I drove down on Friday.
And like, what are you doing right now?
Right now, I paused The Office. I was sitting on a couch with my dog because I knew I was going to be doing this, so I didn't even leave the house.
Oh yeah, you got the dog down there, huh?
Yeah, we brought both of our dogs.
Oh, that
'Cause
a
it was
great
gonna-
car ride.
Yeah, it was going to be too expensive to keep them in the kennel for a week, so we just decided to bring them.
Nice. I would have done the same thing.
Okay. So do we want to hop into it?
Well,
Instead of
okay.
this
Shannon
amazing
tweeted.
content?
Shannon tweeted us back.
Okay.
So, one food take cheese. Okay, we already covered the
Yeah.
cheese. If it's not on pizza or very specific cheese sticks, get out. TV take. Pam was the most unlikable and generally worst character in The Office.
I can't speak.
I've seen, honestly, that's like,
I've seen
No-
more and more of that.
yeah, no, I was just say like no one talked about it immediately, but that's like become a thing on Twitter. People saying that.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate Pam, but I can see how to some people she's unlikable because
It's if you like point out the certain things that happened.
She's a
It, like-
shitty person.
Yeah, it, like makes sense.
oh yeah, and she can be corny sometimes, which I know a lot of people didn't like about her, but I still like her more than a lot of characters.
Me too. I guess it's just like, yeah, like I said, it's one of those things like when you're watching it, you don't even notice, and then like someone points out all the things that were wrong with the character. It's like, I did see where they're coming from, I guess. What do you
Yeah, I
think?
mean, like I've seen on Twitter, like people think that like Jim is a douche.
Yeah. And I think that they both took so much heat for like the fact that they didn't want to like interact with anybody in the office. They always like just kept to themselves.
Yeah.
What?
Come on.
That that's so stupid.
Come on, dude, it's Twitter.
I hate Twitter now.
Now.
Good point.
All right. So honestly, like I don't even know if I don't think we got like any questions just specifically for us. So
I don't think so.
No.
People hate us.
Yeah. That's true.
Credit, it's probably my fault.
Yeah. Beef, when you go back and listen, we started off the podcast by me like apologizing for last week. So
Oh really?
you'll hear that, yeah.
Oh, really?
So I guess we can jump right into it then. In the NFL, just a couple things. Michael Kendrick signs with the Browns. Apparently, he said that he didn't
Yeah.
originally, and then
And then Rappaport said something. He's like,
Yeah,
no,
didn't-
fuck you.
yeah.
I was gonna say, didn't he call out Rappaport?
Dude, that's what's going to be great. Is like because it was Rappaport
Yeah.
who said
Wait,
about.
so why did he call him out if he did sign with the Browns?
I guess at the time it wasn't finalized, or something. I don't know. But either
Oh,
way,
so-
like that's how
So he hates an NFL insider for doing his job.
Yes.
basically.
Makes sense.
Well, and I'm kind of upset. Not upset. $3.5 million for Michael Kendricks is pretty. Like the Steelers should have kicked the tires on that. They didn't even bring him in for a visit or anything. We could have definitely used some help at linebacker. What are you grabbing?
I was getting a gummy. What was that noise?
This chair? I don't
Oh.
know.
Interesting.
the Barstool.
Now he's playing in the division too.
Yeah, which sucks. I was surprised. I thought he was going to go play with his brother in Minnesota, but that didn't happen.
Of course.
And now he's in Cleveland. Clay Matthews broke his nose.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, wasn't that softball?
Yeah, he was pitching in like a softball.
That was a Packers tournament.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah. And ball comes back at him. He's lucky that's the only thing that happened.
Yeah.
And it's like, of course it's him because he's been so injury prone over the last few years. Like,
Bad luck, man.
but
At
yeah,
least it wasn't like his eye or anything.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, broken nose.
Orbital bone,
Okay.
blah, blah, blah. At least it wasn't that stuff.
Broken nose. That's like a couple weeks, right? Like a few weeks.
Yeah,
I think. I don't like it's not like you can't get casted or anything.
Yeah.
You just have something over your nose for a few weeks.
I mean, you're wearing a helmet anyway.
Yeah.
Like, at least like, if it's a skull bone that's broken, like the orbital bone or something like that, you can't
Mhm.
get touched.
Yeah.
It's your nose. Play.
A hockey player would have played.
How did I know that was
A
gonna
hockey
come up?
player would have just continued
That's
to
good.
pitch.
True.
They wouldn't have
Would have
even
never
gone
left
to
the field.
Yeah. And last thing, not even in the NFL, but just regarding football in general, Johnny Manziel's CFL debut.
How'd
Did you
that
see
go?
highlights of it at all?
No.
He went like 8
Mediocre.
for no. I mean, it wasn't mediocre. You could tell he was like a better athlete. I feel like than the other people, like the way he was running around in the pocket.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I think he went like 8 for 10, 80 yards or something like that. He didn't start the game.
Oh,
He got
okay.
brought in like the second half or something. So,
That's weird.
So, did he seem rusty at all?
I mean, on the highlights, obviously they're not going to show
Yeah,
that
that's
type
true.
of stuff. So I don't really know. But I thought he looked okay. But then again, like I'm saying, like they're only going to show, the plays that he made. Really.
He also looked okay against the CFL.
yeah. So I don't know what to make of it. I mean, I'm happy for him, I guess, that he's at least playing football to some capacity again. I'm not rooting against the guy. Be cool to see him come back, I think, but I don't see it happening. If it does, great.
Yeah, I agree.
Can we talk about a sport that we normally don't on this show?
NBA?
Yes.
Like, what do you?
J.R. Smith was drunk.
Oh God! So did you listen to Donardo's dugout
Yes.
when?
I sought out that soundbite from Tyler.
when
Let's say Tyler's like freak out.
It's like, what the fuck?
so, but he.
That may have been perfect tone, by the way.
Yeah. But the thing is, he doesn't like Cleveland, so like for him it was great.
Well, yeah, but just like, did you see the video that came out on the bench before OT? There was 90 seconds of nothing, just guys clapping, and then LeBron finds out that they had a timeout left, and he's just like,
Oh, and
I'm done.
He puts his head in his down in his lap and covers his head.
Yeah, it was so good.
Unbelievable.
That was the moment that he decided he's leaving Cleveland.
Philly,
I'd love to see it, to be honest.
I would too. Why not? Fuck it.
I don't really want to see LA.
No, I want Lonzo Ball.
I don't even want him to stay in Cleveland.
I don't think he wants to stay in Cleveland.
Yeah.
He's like, I might be from here, but fuck this place.
That's the only thing that like sucks is I won't be able to go watch him
Hey,
play.
he got him a ring. He doesn't know that city anything anymore.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, he's tried to give him multiple, but
The team around him, not so much.
ass.
Basketball, not a team sport. Sticking.
Wait,
to
what?
that. Did you not see that?
No, basketball is like the sport where
No, I didn't see.
you can win with one great player.
Yeah, like baseball. Baseball is the singular version of a team sport because it's one-on-one. It's pitcher versus a batter, but at least there's like a thought process and plays take multiple people.
Yeah.
Basketball, you need one guy to make or break that game. Like J.R. Smith, he literally lost that game for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Although-
it's better if you
although
have
George
if you
Hill-
have a team. Go ahead.
No, I was
Sorry.
gonna say, although George Hill
Hill did
missing the
miss that,
free
yeah.
throw,
That was
like,
pretty
is the
bad.
only reason that happened.
Yeah.
So if he makes that, we're probably not even talk. I mean, we're not talking
Well,
about it.
if J.R. Smith isn't drunk, he also
Yeah.
either kicks out to LeBron or just lays it up.
Or they
I
call
thought
it
we were
timeout.
ahead.
Yeah.
they could use that timeout. But
That's so funny that he said, "I thought we were ahead." Like you could see him mouth that, and then in the post game, he said that he knew they were tied.
yeah, but but Ty Lue said that J.R. Smith told him that he thought they were up 1. So Ty Lue
Yeah, I know.
kind of threw him out on the in front of the bus there.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah.
As he should.
But I don't know if he knew that like J.R. had already spoken to the media and said that he thought it was tied. Because otherwise, I feel like your coach isn't going to do that to you. But I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he was just pissed off enough that he did it.
Maybe JR just forgot again and said that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him.
But the memes have been incredible. The fact that he got MVP chance when he was at the free throw line in Golden State last night, that's incredible. Like he got a warm welcome when he was announced as part of the starting lineup. It's like Golden State's going nuts.
I love it.
And I mean, I hate Golden State, but that's been hilarious.
So good.
I asked my one friend, I was like, what are these Golden State fans going to do next year whenever LeBron is in LA and they have to decide whether they want to stay with Golden State or go back to cheering for LA?
Oh yeah, because most of their fans were Laker fans before their reign. Yeah.
You're not
Exactly.
wrong.
But what was the last thing I was going to say? I'd be surprised if this series went 6. I mean, I think the game that LeBron I thought would steal on his own was Game 1, but they ended up losing because of JR. I mean, LeBron had 51 points that night. So that was kind of the game that I thought he would steal. And I said it would go 6 with LeBron, stealing one game and then the team just outplaying Golden State for 1. But now, I don't know, maybe 5 it goes.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, that 5.
Just
They might get 1 in Cleveland.
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking because the last time this happened, they came back, right? Down 0-2 on the road. They won Game 3, lost Game 4, and then won
3
out.
straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2016.
Credit, that's a completely different team because, Kyrie. Is that, like, one of the worst trades in sports history?
The Kyrie trade?
Yeah. It's got to be
honestly, on the surface, I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I didn't either.
But Isaiah Thomas was not what I thought he would be there. I mean, he was a pretty good player in Boston. Granted, he doesn't play defense, just kind of a scorer. But and then getting Jay Crowder too, who I kind of like on the defensive side. Neither of those guys are even on the team anymore. They were both traded at the deadline.
Oh man, the NBA, so fun.
But Kyrie, they were in a pretty bad spot with Kyrie. I mean, he wanted out.
Yeah.
And they were just looking for, the best possible trade. And like I said, on the surface, it didn't seem that bad to me. I don't know if there were other offers out there or what, but yeah, it didn't turn out great for Cleveland. That's for sure.
In hindsight, it's terrible.
They probably almost wish that they would have just kept Kyrie, played out this season, not even worry about, if he's going to leave in free agency, let him leave in free agency after next year. But, at least take another run with LeBron, because this was probably going to be the last run anyway.
Yeah.
And that's probably what I would have done if I was them.
I would have done the same. But
because how often do you actually see players just, like, mail it in? Because, it doesn't happen. I mean, they're playing for their next contract, too. So, he would have still been given maximum effort, at least in my opinion.
Agreed.
You're still getting the same Kyrie that you have had, which has been, they showed a stat for points per game in elimination playoff games, and LeBron's first. Well, Kyrie Irving's top 5 in that list too. So I mean,
of course,
another stud. Those two guys together, they might stand a fighting chance to get to at least 7 games in this. I don't know. They would have had an easier time getting through the first 3 rounds of the playoffs too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I showed a stat that was like, I forget what his assists and steals and all that was, but he against the Warriors in the finals, he averaged 27 points a game.
Yeah.
Like over those 3 finals. So.
Okay, well I think that's enough NBA.
Even Neil said so. I was wrong yesterday.
Yeah.
Pam is the best in the office.
Yeah.
Actually, last thing in NBA, I just want to say, speaking of Kyrie, my favorite meme from the weekend was.
I was looking for Kyrie.
I was looking for Kyrie, and he's in Boston. That was I was cracking up on that one.
That one's good. That one is pretty damn good. So do we want to switch over to baseball first, or?
Whatever you want.
It's really up to you guys.
Okay.
I had NHL next.
We're going to do baseball because why is Sean Rodriguez on this team?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, originally he was here because of his defense. I mean, you knew that the bat wasn't that great. He would provide occasional pop, but apparently he was here for his defense, and now that's not even there. So I couldn't tell you why he's here still.
He's blackmailing Clint somehow.
He's got nudes.
Okay, so I asked Smitty this when I first came over. I'll ask you, did you see Pony's poll this morning?
No, I didn't.
It was, do you think Clint Hurdle thinks Sean Rodriguez is a Hall of Famer? Yes, I think he does.
That's
Is
actually
that like
pretty
kind of
funny.
like a joke?
Yeah, obviously. I'll give him.
Okay.
It was funny, but I like.
Well, it's Pony, so
Yeah, I don't.
Pony roots for.
We already talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
that was a shit show.
mine yesterday.
Yeah. You want to talk about to the throat?
Pony
That was a
roots
little
for
extreme.
sex trafficking.
Bit extreme.
After what? 4 days earlier, getting called a misogynist and a sexist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was incredible. How did we forget about that?
Dude, that hasn't been since last show, right? That was like this week.
Yeah, that was I think the day after or the night of.
It happened.
The
I
night
wanna
of,
say,
right? Because he was sitting in right field. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
No. It was the
Or
day
Tuesday.
after, I think.
No. Because we did it on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's
why.
right, yeah.
We
Oh
did it on
yeah.
Tuesday.
Never mind.
Yeah. So what happened? Because I saw parts of it. I didn't see all of it.
What happened? Basically, there were these Cubs fans that were next to me, and people. The only reason people are freaking out is because they were girls. If it was guys, no one would have said a thing. But it just happened to be girls. I would have tweeted about it if it was guys or girls. I really don't care. But I just said, what if I should ask these girls, like Cubs fans, if they know who, like 5 players on the 2014 Cubs were. And so people just started freaking out, saying that I shouldn't call out girls testing their knowledge and I'm a sexist and that I'm just being a dick and stuff like that. And those mainly the people that were getting mad are people who I have no idea who they are. And then all of our friends were like defending me. It was funny.
We do it all the time. Like we may not tweet about it, but if we hear somebody that obviously doesn't know what's going on, it's just like, hey, should we, kind of like see if they know what they're talking about at all?
Yeah, like I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. If you're a guy too, I'll call you out on it.
Yeah, but
like
that
it doesn't matter.
and like I even said, I'm like, literally the only reason is because it was women. And if somebody wants to come at me for saying it's just because they're women, you need to look into my life a little bit more. Just look at my profile picture on Twitter.
I mean, they only cheered whenever they heard Rizzo or Bryant was up. They didn't know what the Rizzo slide was the day before.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's hard.
They didn't know what Bucks were. Like whenever they say let's go Bucks, they didn't know what that was. Like I get that's not your team, but still, how do you not know what that, like that's the Pirates, like Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And then eventually, people didn't even see. My friend and I did ask them. And they said Rizzo and Bryant wasn't on the team until the following year.
Didn't you also say they were cheering every fly ball?
Oh yeah, every fly ball, every ground out, it doesn't matter. They were just cheering loud, and it was really annoying. That's honestly why I was so annoyed. I don't care if they have a lack of baseball knowledge, but if you're being obnoxious about it, that's what was making me annoyed.
To be completely clear, that's almost every Cubs fan that does that.
Yeah, I mean there are Pirates fans that do it too.
Oh
but
yeah, it's everywhere.
Every fan base has people that suck. It was really annoying because it was right next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm the sexist of Pittsburgh.
Wow, that's a hashtag.
Yeah, I thought those were going to be questions, but they weren't.
Nah.
I mean, it was Ross and Nick, so.
Nah.
Of course.
Okay. But, man, what was their record this week, the Pirates? Bad? Is bad okay to say? Horrible?
This week, they're 4-12 in their last 16.
How many of those are on the bullpen, and how many of those are on Sean Rodriguez? Hopefully someone somewhere gets my sense of humor.
At least one's on Sean Rod.
I'd say 2.
2?
Yeah.
I'm only thinking of yesterday.
Yeah, the game beforehand in the ninth, whenever Rivero blew it.
I don't even yesterday. It wouldn't even have mattered.
I agree.
Yeah,
but I mean, at least in that situation, it's 2-0 instead of 4-0.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why can't Clint just ever start Moran all the time?
Why can't he start Moran? Why can't he pull a pitcher before they get into too much trouble? There's a whole bunch of stuff we can go, but go ahead, Smitty.
1 and 2.
The content.
2 and 4.
That's actually better than
2 and
4
4 this week.
Yeah.
That's better than I thought.
What games did they win?
The game that we were at,
Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday and that one in St. Louis.
and yeah,
The first one in St. Louis?
Second.
they
Second?
lost Thursday. They won Friday.
Yeah, the second.
Oh,
one.
okay.
That was the game.
Yeah,
Jameson
'cause-
won 8 innings.
Because everybody was saying split it, and then, well,
Yeah.
yeah, that didn't happen.
I don't understand because like I saw something Evil Neil tweeted today that, not to like shift gears, but Michael Feliz has an issue with the catcher's POV of some sort. I don't quite understand what that means. I didn't get to read it. I'm interested to later.
I'm not.
Fair enough.
Is it on Rum Bunter?
No, it was on
Yeah,
Locked On Pirates. It was on Locked On Pirates.
Let's say if it's on Rum Bunter, I'm not reading it.
Wait, does Evil Neil write for them?
What Rum Bunter?
Rum Bunter?
Locked on Pirates.
No, I think it was just an article
okay.
that he saw. But
Mm.
that Rivero's fastball's what, down like 4 miles an hour or so? He's not healthy.
Because Rivero's now Vasquez. If he was
I'm
still
saying
Rivero.
Rivero. I don't care.
I'm saying if he was still Rivero, he'd
Oh,
be.
fair enough.
I was gonna
What
say, I
is-
think if he's only had a couple pitches this year, that's over 100.
Dude,
yeah.
he's deactivated his Twitter.
Soft, by the way. Soft. You want to act like
It's like he just. I mean, I never really question if a player's like in or out. Like their mentality, but he doesn't seem interested.
yeah, because he's
like
fucking his sister.
He's. You'll see, like
Again, he's never gonna come on the show.
you see, like he's wearing a different hoodie than everybody else. Just the way that he walks up to the bullpen, the way he sits there, then he comes out to the mound and pitches the way that he does. It just doesn't seem very interested right now. I don't know what it is. I mean, is he hurt? Is he throwing with a different motion because he's hurt?
He just signed a
Isn't it-
5-year extension. That's why.
His elbow. Somebody said he's not throwing his slider because of the torque on his elbow, and his elbow is screwed up.
Well, put him on the DL.
That's great. That's great news. Probably needs Tommy John.
Probably.
So tear your UCL already and get it over with.
I
Don't
just-
prolong this thing.
I don't get it. I really don't. And I mean that what was it? The 2-2 game where Meadows tied it in the ninth, where we lost it in the bottom.
Yeah.
That, to my knowledge, Rich Rod just hung a curveball.
To a guy that's hit like 190 this year.
Yeah.
Colton Wong. But like, of course, it's against us, so.
Yeah. And I mean that's not even a loss that I'm mad at. That's gonna happen. The other games, on the other hand, it's like that shouldn't happen. You have a 3-run lead and you let up 5 runs without getting a single out in the ninth or 10th or whatever it was.
Not even thinking about the deficit, just think about how do you score 8 runs and lose.
Yeah.
Like-
I don't get it. And I mean, even Tyone came back strong this week.
Mm-hmm.
Williams looked pretty bad.
He's actually throwing a slider.
Yeah, that was another thing I wanted to bring up. Cool looked pretty decent.
He said
Besides walking the pitcher, cool. I said.
Yeah. I was still thinking about the Tyon thing. 'cause
But yeah, Cool looked pretty decent. Musgrove with that game was pretty damn good again.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about
Yeah.
that at all.
I
That was
have
on
like
Wednesday.
a weird philosophy with him and this coaching staff. I don't think he fits into the category that they want him to, as in the pound zone with fastballs, because he does not throw a traditional fastball.
Yeah, good.
So
Need more guys like that.
I agree. I completely agree. And that's what I was telling a bunch of people that I know, like down at the stand. I'm like, the reason why they suck is because the coaching staff is stuck in their old ways, in my opinion. They've shown they can be good. They've shown they can beat anyone.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think it's a combination. Like, I don't think it's just on the coaching, but I mean, we saw at the beginning of the season that there's some talent there, which I'm still hopeful for.
And they're still the 4th youngest team in the MLB, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, heck, if you get rid of Nova, Kingdom's the oldest one on the pitching staff.
Oh my God, and he's a rookie.
Not the staff, in the rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's technically a rookie, so yeah, they definitely have some youth there. It's just
I just don't
like I
get
said,
it.
I'm not gonna blame the coaching staff
I fully am.
fully, but
Like, I get there's an execution thing.
Yeah.
But when everyone up and down the lineup can't hit a breaking ball, that's on the coaching staff. When every
Don't
pitcher.
okay, I was looking at something and I was like shocked when I saw it.
Mhm.
They actually have like the 4th highest batting average against off-speed stuff.
What?
Yeah, it's not even fast. I saw that. What game was it?
I have to find
It
this.
might have just been Saturday afternoon because I was working. I had to watch the game while I was working at the bar.
I
And
have
it
to
showed a
find
little
this.
graphic. Yeah, this is incredible.
Tyler, stall for me.
Well, no. Okay, so Tyler and I were actually at the game where Musgrove slid into Baez.
That was
Yeah.
such like a bitchy thing by Baez.
So how about the dude though to our left?
Uh-huh.
I swear, I look to my left and there's a guy just walking past wearing a Sunday alternate Musgrove jersey. I was like, guarantee you just
Yeah.
went to buy that after that slide.
Oh, 100%. I even said I was thinking about buying one after that slide.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, actually, so did I. I tweeted about it a little after that.
But that game started off terrible too. It was like double single, 1-0 right off the bat,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then that was about it.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like each game is a bad first ending, and then you just can't recover. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
I was gonna say, what are you doing on this? What is
Baseball savant.
where Alan Saunders?
Yeah.
Do you know what where to go though?
Nope.
This is great content.
I feel like there's an easier way of doing this.
Oh, there
Yeah.
100% is. I just don't know
I
how.
was asking you a meal before this.
No, I'm not asking David for anything. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I've lost all will.
But yeah, if anybody knows what I'm referring to, if that's correct, if you could let us know.
Yeah,
after
please,
this.
because that makes no sense to me.
All right, well, I'm not gonna find it. So, yeah, I don't know what that was, but I swear it said something about that. But anyway, like you said, it got tied in the top of the ninth. Austin Meadows continues to hit.
Still better than everyone that we got.
Because he hasn't
Rookie
hit.
of the month.
Yeah, I'm worried about his time with Jeff Branson though. That's why we need to fire Branson before it gets too late.
See, I'm not.
Why?
He literally said he can see the rotation of the ball better because of the lights in the major leagues.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That shouldn't matter what the coach says. If you can see what's coming, you should be able to hit it.
Yeah.
So,
But Jeff Branson, though.
Yeah, he's gonna somehow screw him up.
somehow.
He's like, I don't know. I think he should be swinging from the right side.
Oh, God, please.
From the right.
Just like Neil Walker should have been swinging from the right side, right?
Oh God. No, he should have just been a full lefty.
I
Full lefty.
can't take it.
Yeah. So I mean, I think I talked about this on the last episode a little bit, but it's like everybody's been, kind of getting on one guy or one aspect of this team. It's like there's so many people that are underachieving.
Yeah.
Like Bell's been pretty bad. I don't know why I'm saying pretty bad. He's been bad. He's slugging like under 400 still.
See, I don't care about slugging. I just think he shouldn't be batting cleanup. That's
Well,
stupid
those-
to have him there anyway.
Those two things go hand in. I mean, but he was a guy that you expected to drive in runs. I mean,
not through long balls, in my
Until-
opinion.
until last year,
When he had a
which
grand
granted
slam.
he sold out for power a little bit, but
Yeah. In my opinion, we've said this before. If you bat 301, I'd take you over a guy with 20 home runs.
oh yeah,
I'd rather have a machine than one guy
Me
who strikes
too,
out
but
12
he's
out
not
of
doing
13.
either.
With 20 home runs and like a 230 average.
Yeah,
yeah, and
Yeah.
but he's not doing either.
yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
but if that's the thing. If he were hitting
What
at a higher
what did he
clip,
finish May with, stat line wise? I'm curious.
I couldn't tell you.
Give me a minute.
But in Marte, he's walked one time in like over a month. And granted, he missed some time, but like the rate itself was like under 2% for the month of May. Like, what happened to the Marte that we saw earlier in the season that was walking, being more patient, that just totally went away.
Jeff Branson.
That last little bit of nandrolone just left the system.
Wow.
It was still in there up until that point.
Wait, hold on. Cody actually plays PlayStation?
Not really. That's why I'm surprised he invited me to a party. I kind of took me by surprise.
heard?
I have my PlayStation on right now
Are you in your room or in the basement?
in the basement.
Oh, your PlayStation's down there.
Yeah. My
Okay.
my router's down here, so it just works better.
Yeah, that's what I do with my gaming systems. So
Put them right by your router.
Yeah, I just hardline them instead of the Wi-Fi since it's a little faster.
I also don't care anymore, but literally a week ago he was batting like 301 in the month of May. So
How?
because he does everything when no one's on base.
Still, I feel like every time I watch him, he doesn't get a hit. It's just a pop up, or a ground out to the right side.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna have a PSA here. Can you please untag us from anything mentioning The Office on Twitter?
Why is this happening?
Just mute
You know,
the
this might
conversation.
this could be a segment. Everybody's office lists. Robert California,
Block him.
Ross.
Block Ross.
Oh my God.
Um,
He put Robert
You
California
guys-
as the 5th best office character.
hey.
Yeah.
You guys know what? Is B War P or like is that batting war?
No
B
idea.
Warp.
No idea.
Yeah. Is that batting war? Basically, maybe. I mean, because David tweeted something, and he
It
put
also takes into account fielding. It's gained as a non-pitcher. This includes hitting and fielding.
Okay. Well, Josh Bell has the lowest on the team, and that includes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I saw the conversation, and David even said fielding has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, like his conversation with Bloop and Blast.
Yeah.
Talked about. Yeah, but still, Josh, man, we're still one game over 500 somehow, and like they have the ability to turn this around. If he produces, if Polanco produces, I was surprised that the team was doing as well as they were without those two guys hitting the way that I thought they'd be this year. So I think there's still an opportunity for this team to be okay if those guys start producing. So just Josh, Gradery, turn it on.
Yeah, 'cause I totally
Marte.
listen.
Marte, start walking more. Josh Harrison's been pretty meh since his first game back.
Oh, so what I've said ever since he signed that big contract, yeah.
Well, I'd take him over Adam Frazier, which is
Well, yeah, I
right
would
now.
too. But I'm honestly at the point where I'm just going to be a baseball fan at this point because I can't stand this team. I can't take it. I literally do not have the ability to have my blood pressure this high when watching a game.
What keeps vibrating?
My
Phones.
phone and Smitty's phone.
Get it off.
Fucking David. Fucking David and Ross.
They're still having a conversation about The Office.
Hmm.
I normally hold mine anyway, so I'm just going to continue to do that.
Well, mine has to be on the counter.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
But
What?
I normally hold mine anyway. Well, mine has to be
Oh.
on the counter.
What?
Okay.
Just
But-
move on.
Speaking of baseball, the MLB draft is actually tonight.
Yeah, I didn't know
tonight.
that until you told me.
Yeah. So tonight through the 6th is the MLB draft. So the Pirates will welcome in a new plethora of players into their system.
Plethora. Good
Yeah.
word.
We're ready
last-
to slide in the DM.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that before. I was like, I can't wait to find out who their first round pick is and just find out if he is his DMs open on Twitter. But so that's a good opportunity to talk about. So last year's first round pick Shane Boz was on here a couple weeks ago, and he kind of helped us get things going in the direction that we were hoping. Since then we've had some other connections with players. Like today we're going to be calling Taylor Hearn later in the show for a little bit, doing a Q&A. So shout out to Shane because, who knows what would have happened had he just not responded or declined to do it. Still pitching in Gulf Coast League. They don't kick their season off for another 2 weeks, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, shout out to Shane. Shout out to Taylor coming on later. Shout out to Steven Jennings, who will be on next week. Beefy, you'll be back next week, right? So
Yeah, I'll
you
be
can
back.
actually be part of the Steven Jennings episode.
Sadly, I can't. Taylor.
So, the MLB. Did you guys know that Taylor was actually drafted by the Pirates originally?
No,
In,
I
like the
didn't know.
22nd round. Yeah, he was drafted like 4 times before he actually signed with the Nationals.
Can you do me a
Came
favor?
full circle.
Can you go on Twitter and mute that conversation? It's still going, and more people are joining in, and I'm really pissed at it. I'm like
So you're
genuinely
back in-
pissed.
How do you even do that?
I have no idea.
Give me. I promise I'm not gonna do something stupid with your phone.
What's on our account? So, I'd hope not.
Mute this conversation.
Oh wow,
Yes, mute this. There we go.
learning new things every day.
So done with that. I hate everyone that replied to that. I hate all of you. I'm digging myself a deeper hole.
That's true.
I don't care. I'm okay with like putting myself 20 feet under dirt.
How about 6 feet under?
I'm deeper than that. I'm dead and then some.
So
Anyway.
do we have anything more on baseball other than when
Austin Meadows is very
Taylor
good.
comes on? Yeah. My jersey's not here yet. Should be here this week.
Wait.
I got a black Austin Meadows jersey.
Wow. That was
Yeah, I
quick.
might get a white one.
I'll get a yellow one. Fuck it.
You're gonna be with who said the other didn't yellow? Platt.
Ryan.
Yeah. I prefer the pullover yellow ones anyway.
See, at least
I wanted
least
that
through
one.
Jason.
But I want to be different.
yeah, at least through with Jason, like the yellow pullover one that I just like Beefy's is fine, but I got a yellow pullover Moran.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I
And
know
the
what you're
Meadows
talking
would be
about.
the same way because it's like a custom one,
Mhm.
and it's kind of thin. The numbers are like weird. You can like it's so thin that like on my arms you can actually like see my tattoos through the jersey.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm only gonna get jerseys through like the actual teams.
yeah. I mean the other ones are all nice, so that's why I got the black one.
Fair enough.
Talking about illegal jerseys right now.
Gotta whisper.
So we can move on to the NHL, I guess. Why do things have to be the way that they are?
I don't even care at this point. It's just fun hockey.
The Caps are up 2-1 in the series. Ovechkin's looks like he needs one more goal to break the single postseason record for the Caps.
Which is what, 5?
15.
Oh wow.
He's tied right now with 14.
That was a joke for those of you who think that was serious.
Yeah, 5.
Maybe for the past 2 decades, it was 5.
Fleury hasn't been very
Incredible.
good in the final.
That first goal was
He's-
bad.
Yeah, we're like, what the hell is he doing?
He was being Marc-Andre Fleury.
But I don't know. But he I mean, he'd been so stellar going up. Like you had to figure that at some point that was gonna come down a little bit
Regression,
at
yeah.
least, but like not to this extent. I mean, what's his save percentage in the final right now? Like 87?
It's got to be upper
Something.
80s.
Yeah, it's lower than 90.
Yeah.
So
But not everybody can play at the 950 pace for the whole
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but when the average is what, 915, and you're playing at 880.
it's a bad time for that to happen. Like you wish it would have happened and like
I mean, the average is 915, but 3 games, your like goals against or your save percentage could be very like inflated or deflated, just because it's such a small sample size.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I think Holtby says. Because what, Capitals blocked 21 shots in the last game, some absurd number like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think there's going to be some balancing over the course of the next couple games. I fully expect this to go 7.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's great hockey. Ryan Reeves punching Tom Wilson in the mouth was probably one of my favorite things in the world, even though it doesn't really matter.
Lord's work.
Brooks Orpik getting decked by James Neal a couple times.
Who else hit Orpik?
I can't
Perron,
remember.
Somebody- What's that?
I know Perron like 2-handed him over the thigh or something like that.
Ooh,
Hmm.
I don't remember. I haven't watched too much. I only watched one game. I watched game 3. Partially, I didn't get to watch the third.
Who was it that Fleury was going at with too? And then Carpenter stepped in.
That wasn't that Niskanen?
Or no. It was Smith Pelly. After
Oh
Smith Pelly,
yeah.
interfered with him. He came back and he like smacked his stick or whatever, and then
Yeah, Smith Pelly killed him.
he scored the third goal of the
What a
game.
beautiful goal.
It is the Caps year, huh?
No,
hope
Disney Magic is a thing. But I don't get why so many people in Pittsburgh are mad that Ovi has a chance and might actually win a cup. I don't get why you're mad.
Because of the jerseys he's wearing.
I'm not
That's
mad,
why.
but I don't want it to
Well,
happen.
no, it's not even that. Like people, like I've seen people just like, hey, take the Caps out of the situation. Do you want Ovi to win a cup? And they're like, no, I hate him. It's like, why? He's not a terrible person.
That's the
But-
thing. They're not taking the Caps out of the situation.
So
They
are
might take the rest of the team, but they're not taking the team that he plays for out of the situation. If he didn't play for the Capitals,
so
a lot of people wouldn't hate him.
so what you're telling me is people are stupid.
Yes.
So here's
Okay.
what I'm saying, because I'm somebody that doesn't want
I
to see him
wanted that in
win.
Tyler's words.
I'm somebody that doesn't want to see him win. So I'll explain why. He's the best player on a division rival arguably the biggest division rival because the Flyers thing's kind of gone downhill.
Yeah.
At least up until this postseason. And he also, his career timeline is right on path with our superstar.
Okay.
So that's why. I mean, that's rooting for what, 3?
3-1.
No,
That's
but,
all I'm saying.
okay, but yeah, still, I don't want to see him. Like, if it happens, okay, cool. Congratulations to him. I mean, I respect the dude, but it doesn't mean I like him.
That's fair. It's just like nobody Pittsburgh fan base wise, at least on Twitter, gives him the respect he deserves.
No, I mean, I give him respect.
Yeah.
He's a great player. I mean, I say he's the greatest goal scorer of all time. It doesn't mean I want to see him win.
Yeah, no,
win a Stanley
that
Cup.
makes sense. I'm just saying, like, people are like, fuck Ovi. It's like, whoa. Whoa.
No, it's not to that extent. It's just, like you said, if he didn't play for the Capitals, maybe. I mean, still, though, he's another superstar that came in right at the same time as Crosby. People will make that comparison
Crappie.
even though there isn't one to be made.
Crappie.
Huh?
You said crappie.
It might have sounded like that.
Yeah, you missed the S.
Crosby.
What, Tyler?
Bobby
I
Crosby.
think crappie is a good fish to eat.
Okay. By the way, are you fishing sharks or something?
Yeah.
The fact that a shark outpowered you is nuts.
It didn't outpower me. It just got off.
Oh. Pause.
It was done.
Like my line didn't break or anything. It was just the hook got off.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well.
It probably just wasn't in his lip that well. So
And you got to take it with, if Ovi wins, Tom Wilson wins,
What a shift.
Niskanen wins. Yeah, I'm just thinking back to this now.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about fishing anymore.
Anybody who says take the Capitals out of it, were you okay with Ovechkin winning a cup? It's like, okay, Ovechkin's one thing, but you can't take the Capitals out of it in reality. So Tom Wilson's getting the cup, Kuznetsov's getting the cup, like Niskanen's getting a cup, Orpik's getting another cup, Holtby's getting a cup. Like you can't take that out of it, realistically.
Maybe it's just the logic in my brain. I really don't give a shit.
It's like take Chris Bryant off the Cubs. Are you okay with him winning a World Series?
Yes. The only I was fine with the Cubs winning the World Series. The only thing I wasn't fine about that is the fans do not deserve a World Series there.
Take Joe Madden off the team.
Then I love him. Then I love him.
Take Joe Madden and put him in Pittsburgh.
No. No.
You wouldn't take him over Hurdle?
Nope.
Why?
Shitty human.
Yeah, you're on crack.
I'd still take him over Hurdle. I'm fine with him being a terrible person.
That's like me. That's like me saying I wouldn't take Tom Wilson on my team because I would.
Yeah. Imagine that, though. Imagine that at this
Braden,
point.
Braden Shen or Tom Wilson?
I mean Shen, but
That's
where are you pulling Braden Shen out of?
I'm just generally speaking, that's going to be about the same style of game.
Same style. Have you watched the two players?
Flyers era Braden Shen?
Well, we're past that, bud.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blues
Because
era.
I haven't seen him play for the Coyotes. Because who watches
That's
the
Luke.
Coyotes?
Braden Shen's
The
with
Coyotes.
with the Blues.
Oh, god damn it! I haven't watched him with the Blues then. And
Yeah.
I'll say the same thing. Who watches the Blues besides Sioux City?
Yeah, I don't know. Tony X, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
Did you hear what Jim Rutherford said on Kessel?
Yeah. I completely agree with him. That's what I've said from the beginning.
Do you think he's covering something up, though?
No.
Or- No?
I don't think Jim Rutherford is.
So you
What would
think-
he be covering up?
like, not necessarily covering up, but I guess keeping it under wraps, like the fact that, maybe they are shopping him. Because he said that's not really the case.
He said it's overblown.
Yeah.
I think they're taking calls on him. I don't think they're actively shopping him.
I agree.
I mean, I said from the beginning, I think that it's overblown by the media.
Yeah.
But
Especially our media.
Yeah,
if there is truth to the fact that, I mean, I don't think that we're questioning the relationship between him and Sullivan. I mean, I think it's pretty apparent that there's no love lost there, at least, off the ice. But, but Rutherford thinks that they can play through that. I mean, guys don't get along. I mean, it's
So, to me, when you hear that him and Sullivan don't get along, Kessel,
Yeah.
Okay, well, obviously in past references, Cole and Selvin didn't get along, so they
Yeah.
traded Cole. But Cole wasn't a 92-point scorer.
Yeah.
So
Cole was a third pairing defenseman
Yep.
on an expiring contract.
Yep.
Who, I mean, biggest attribute was shot blocking.
PK guy.
And and that's also, it comes with the territory, but he didn't miss games, obviously, but at any point something could happen there.
Yeah.
So, I think it was definitely the right move to trade Ian Cole. I do not like the idea of trading Kessel, really. I mean,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be trading for what you got back in the trade. You'd be trading for the cap relief.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to me, and I was gonna say I could be wrong, but since you said that, you agree with me. You're not trading for the actual trade. You're trading for what you get in cap space. And to me, unless you're going to sign someone like Tavares or John Carlson or someone like that, it's not worth it
No.
because the production value won't
It's-
match what Kessel does.
Yeah, it's funny that people are like, oh, well, you just plug Daniel Sproul in there and he'll produce
No.
similar.
That's not how this works.
Like, what? First off, Sullivan doesn't like him. Second off, how can you just leap to the fact, like, Kessel scored 92 points. I don't know how many times we got to say it. He scored 92 points.
So you two think that trading a 92-point score with a 6-point whatever million cap hit would be more of a cap dump than anything?
If you want to put it that way, then yeah.
I don't see that at all.
Well, not a cap dump. It's just the real value of what you're getting back is who you would sign with that cap space, and not who you get in the Kessel trade.
Yeah, not necessarily a cap dump because they're using the money. It's not like they're just getting rid of it to get rid of it and have a lower cap.
Yeah.
They'd be getting
I
rid
know.
of it to be able to bring in somebody else in free agency.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saying. Like, unless it is someone like Tavares or Carlson, you're not getting that production value back, so it's not even worth the trade.
But what if it is one of those two?
But that's you don't know. I mean, if they are signing that, then I'd flirt with the idea. But if there's no guarantee that they would sign either of them,
What do you
Well,
even
could be
do
something
with
like
John Tavares on the Penguins?
you put them at wing.
But
I
then
guess.
at that
Really?
point, I mean, he's going to make
Depends on
more
your
money. He's going to make more money than Kessel is, and do you see him? I mean, maybe he produces equal.
Or
But-
do you just tell him, hey, you're playing with Sidney Crosby? Go.
No, but that's what I'm saying, playing on a
Yeah.
wing. But then it's like, okay, he's going to make more money, and is he going to get 92 points? Like we know what
Now,
Kessel did.
if Sherry and Hunwick are gone, does it look better?
I mean, does it look better? Like if they use the Kessel trade to
Yeah.
get rid of those two contracts?
Yeah.
I think they might be able to get rid of one of them.
Well, they're looking to
I
move Hunwick.
Yeah.
Like, that is the biggest priority.
I think it was
Kessel and
shout out
Hunwick
shout out to
move
Let's
Arizona.
Talk Pens because they just tweeted us yesterday, and we actually gained followers from that. So shout out to them. But anyway, they put out an article with possible trade partners for the Penguins.
Yeah.
Not necessarily just for a Kessel trade, but just trade partners
Just
in
an
general in
idea,
the
yeah.
off season. And they listed some teams like that could take on cap that just that the Penguins just use to just take on cap, like Arizona, which makes sense because of Tocchet being there. Maybe they trade Phil there, obviously with Tocchet, that'd be great, and then use the fact that they have that cap space to throw in Hunwick or Sherry and get rid of one of those contracts. I mean, I think that those guys could both be serviceable.
By
for
the
them.
way, Mr. I don't read articles.
I did. Yeah. I had
that
to
was
read
funny. We didn't talk about that, did we?
that. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Eastern Conference team.
Yeah. No. I didn't even click on it. I was like, I already said Arizona, non-playoff team. So here we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to describe that situation? For
Okay.
those who don't
So
know?
PGH Hockey Now, which is like Matt Geica's thing, along with a couple other people, but they put out an article about like two non-playoff. Okay, so the headline just said two non-playoff teams.
Yeah.
Have offers on the table for Phil Kessel. When you click it though, it says two Eastern Conference non-playoff teams. I quoted that before clicking on the article or anything, and just said, "What did I say? Like Arizona or something
sounds
like
the Coyotes
yeah,
to me.
yeah, sounds like
And
the
they're
Coyotes
just like
to me."
two Western Conference teams, and I'm like, nice. And Tyler over here was like, good job, Herb.
I mean, can you really blame me?
No, but Dick.
If there's an error from our account on Twitter, automatically assume it's you.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the most loving way.
That's the first time Tyler's mentioned anything loving.
So, I mean, we could take some guesses, obviously, but who do you think that those two teams are?
Carolina. And I'm going to go. It's got to be in the Atlantic. Huh. What if it's the Habs?
Back in Canada.
That would be funny.
There were people that I saw responding to that, and like saying New Jersey ? I don't want
But
to.
they made the playoffs.
If he gets traded, I don't want to see. Oh yeah, they did make the playoffs.
Yeah,
What the hell?
people are stupid.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah,
That's
good
what I'm
point.
saying. It's either
I'm going back to that person.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
it has to be Carolina or Montreal in my opinion because they're the two teams that are on the cusp that need offense. Credit Montreal needs defense, but Carolina makes more sense to me because they have
I'm
so
trying to
much
think.
young
Like
D.
the Rangers, that'd be stupid.
Pause.
They just need to go rebuild.
Pause.
Yeah.
I hope no one heard that.
What?
Young D.
Pause. But anyway, the Rangers, they'd be stupid too. I mean, they need to just go rebuild. I mean, they have a chance to rebuild pretty quickly, in my opinion. But
There's no way. There's no way they would trade for Kessel.
so you look at the other teams. Islanders,
No.
no. Ottawa,
I don't know about the Islanders. Garceau's an idiot.
what if they?
Lou Lamoriello is also there.
Yeah.
They have to sign. They have to keep money though to sign Barzal soon. So
Oh, true.
You said Carolina already. Montreal, Buffalo.
Not the Panthers.
what about Detroit?
Jason Botterill was there. What's that? Detroit.
I said, what about Detroit?
They need to tear that down completely, in my opinion.
They need some type of attraction for their new arena.
Dude, these gummies are nuts.
Like good.
Yeah.
I really don't know who they could be. But that's the thing. It could just be like low ball offers. Like, hey, we hear he's out there. Let's just throw this in there. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a legitimate offer.
Hey, here's a bag of pucks.
Who did you say? Domi and Keller.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
Just those two?
I'd say probably like
Nothing
a
else.
first or
Because
second round pick
Domi's
with
already Domi's you got to give a contract to.
Yeah.
He's an RFA.
Okay.
I'd say a first or second round pick or a defenseman with it.
Which we didn't even mention that the Penguins have interest in him.
I don't.
You know he stays here like 3 times a year or something, 3 or 4 times a year.
Oh.
Like he just like loves it in Pittsburgh. And
Yeah,
his dad's good friends with Mario, so
Well.
Yeah, he skates with Crosby in the summer sometimes too.
Future
Yeah.
Penn.
he hasn't lived up to expectations, and
I think that's partly
he
the
plays in
Coyotes'
Arizona.
fault. Yeah.
So I mean it's not his fault. I think he could come here and thrive. I want to see it happen.
Agreed.
But we'll see.
I'd
Where
like
did that
to-
even? Who put that out there originally?
So it was on Elliot Friedman on his the 31 Thoughts podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He reported that the Penguins have serious interest in Domi.
What wing does he play on?
Right?
Um,
I think he's on the right.
I believe he's a right wing, but I could be completely wrong.
I hate the fact I started eating these gummies because now I can't stop.
No, he's a left wing. Left
Oh,
wing shoots.
okay. Wait, he shoots from the right?
No, he shoots left,
Oh.
and he's a left wing.
Okay.
And left wing is the one that we don't have an abundance of, so we might be able to take another one on.
I just want to look at something real quick.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to keep eating these
He's a big
gummies.
boxing guy.
Oh, yeah, his dad was too, right?
Did his dad actually like train in boxing though?
I think
too?
so.
Oh, okay.
I think. I could be
So-
Probably
oh.
look at how he was on the ice.
Yeah.
Last year, he played all 82 games. He had 9 goals, 36 assists, 45 points.
36 assists?
Yeah.
Wow. That's more than I thought.
I mean, his career high in goals is 18. It was his rookie year.
But look at the guys he plays with.
But from that point value, from that point production, they can't really be driving up like the price on them either.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you might be able to get a good deal on them.
They might
Commentary.
actually. It might be like a sign and trade though. You can have Arizona sign him for us and then trade him to us.
Yeah.
I just wonder what the. Like you said. I mean, with that, he's a guy that you have high expectations for, but he hasn't done anything really. So like, how do you? What is the value of that?
Connor Sherry.
Connor Sherry might make more money. It might be better. Like,
Yeah. I'd say Connor Sherry and a fourth round pick. If it's not a sign and trade.
if it's not. A sign and trade.
Domi's only 23 too.
I think if it's not
Is
a.
he? I
Yeah.
forgot he came into the league super young.
He only played
Yeah,
3
he's
seasons.
23. He's 2 days younger than me actually.
Brag about it.
Okay, kid.
Talk about it. Get his voice.
I can't even. I'm not even going to attempt that.
All right. Well, what else do we have to talk about?
I genuinely don't know.
The Marcus Allen design.
Yes, that's nice.
Yeah, good vibes.
I think it looks better. The new version with the actual logo at the bottom,
I agree.
opposed to the rounded.
I agree. Did we ever post the other one?
Yeah.
We did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. By the way, he's never going to see that.
I did. Just keep tagging him every
Keep
day.
annoying the shit out of him until we get blocked.
Yeah.
Why do you have to be so negative, Herb?
You know what? Did you when I if
Coming
I would
from
have
the
told you
most depressed man on this planet.
if I would have
I'm
told you
depressed, not negative.
if I would have told you about a month ago that we'd end up having Shane Boz on the show, would you have said that he's just gonna not gonna happen? Like he's just gonna block us?
Yes.
There you go.
You heard it here.
Also, for any Pitt basketball fans, something might be in the works there.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know if we can use the zoo era thing.
I don't know.
I'll have to look into it.
But yeah, JWF plays Pitt basketball. It was weird because like I tweeted from the account, "Hey, tag your favorite Pittsburgh athletes that you would like to see us connect with." Blah blah blah. Some lady said him, and I go to his page. I'm like, "Who the heck is this?" It's his at name is just like K1NG, like King, like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, "What the?" So I looked at his thing. I was like, "Oh, nice, Pitt basketball." And then people are like, "Yeah, that'd be actually super dope." We've never really like dove into the college ranks that much, so. Like that'd be the first college guy that we have on, obviously, but it's like
Yeah.
the first one that I've even tried to connect with either. So
That'd be an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Us and basketball.
I mean, I know
Awesome.
basketball. We just don't talk about it that much.
I definitely don't. I used to play, but not anymore. By the way, I'm being fat if you're watching YouTube.
My knees got so bad, dude.
No, we can hear it too.
Shut up, fat ass.
But so be on the lookout for that. Some other more. What the hell was that about to be? Some other stuff. What else do we got next week? Like I said, we got Steven Jennings coming on. Beefy will be back and not just talking to us through a phone.
Through the phone.
Yeah. Other than that, I really don't know what else to talk about.
I hope somebody got that reference.
Kiss me through the phone, Soldier Boy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want to start playing Name That Tune on here?
We totally could. YouTube exclusive.
But they wouldn't be able to unless we were doing it like live. No one else would be able
Yeah.
to interact with us on it.
By the way, if you're still listening and you don't hate us, would you want us to live stream this? Because we totally can. So,
No one's going to respond to that.
no, not a.
But if you are listening and that would be something you were interested in, let us know. For all 3 people that watch this still.
At Platt, at Nardo, at Ryan.
I'm going to go see what my PlayStation invite was about.
Yeah, go ahead.
And
We'll be back.
we'll be back with
Maybe
Taylor
we'll-
Hearn at some
Maybe
point.
it's about Fortnite because Cody said he needs to practice playing Fortnite.
Oh.
Okay,
Nice.
then.
It's like, bud, you're a few months late on that.
A little bit. Okay. Well, YouTube is going to get a super, super, super long version today. So
Yeah.
I have no time to edit or anything, so I'm just going to let it go.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's just going to be a bunch of nothing?
I'm going to sit here and talk into the mic.
What time is it right now?
There's
We
going to be like
probably-
an extra hour.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
All right.
As a coach, what should we do? Nothing.
Okay. Well,
well, all right.
this
I'll
is going
be-
to suck.
I'll be back.
Yep.
Been trying to wrap up the segment for like 5 minutes.
Right. So we'll be on YouTube for a long time if you want to see what we do outside of the show there. If not, we'll be back in a couple seconds with Taylor Hearn.
Back, everybody. We're here now with Taylor Hearn, Pirates number 10 prospect, currently at Altoona. Taylor, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Enjoying the in Altoona.
Yeah? How's the weather?
Yeah. It's nice, like 66.
Oh, that ain't bad. Ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you know, like I said, we wanted to ask you a couple questions. We got some questions from listeners. So I guess we'll start there. Our friend Mike wants to know, how does your mindset change from the first pitch of an at-bat to when there's 2 strikes on a hitter?
To be honest, it doesn't really change that much because I can't really overthink it, or I can't really try to let off the gas first pitch or with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Kind of just got to come after guys. I mean, sometimes you let off the gas and you get 2 strikes, you get early 2 strikes, then you try to do too much. But I try to keep the same mindset, honestly.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's, don't really want to have the mindset that you even have 2 strikes on a guy even when you do. It's just pitch by pitch. Not necessarily,
Right.
I'm trying to throw a 3rd strike right here. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that's a good answer. What is your favorite minor league cities?
Favorite minor league city or cities?
Cities. So, yeah, give us a couple.
Okay. Altoona's one. Hartford, Connecticut, that was a great park. Lowell Spinners, I love that park. Frisco, that was one I grew up around, so that's
Okay.
always been a favorite. Trying to think who else. Even spring training, whenever I was in the Florida State League,
Okay.
played at our park in Bradenton,
Mhm.
and I thought that was a good one. And then the Detroit Tigers spring training stadium was amazing.
Really? Okay. All right. Well, there you go. What about the food around those places?
What about what?
I said, what about like the food around these minor league cities? Which one had the best food?
Ooh, that's a tough one. There's been a lot. There's been so many I've had. Honestly, you can't go wrong with a good Altoona curve burger.
Okay.
I'm really hooked on those, so I really recommend it. If anybody does come up to Altoona, you definitely got to get you a curve burger, and they have the cinnamon roasted pecans
Oh.
or almonds or cashews, and they're
Yeah.
warmed up, so they are amazing. Very addicting.
Yeah, they got those at PNC Park too. So.
Yeah.
All right. Next question comes from actually the host that's on vacation. Obviously, he can't be here with us because I had to use my phone to call you, so I couldn't call him too. But this is one of his questions. What is your perspective being a left-hand pitcher in a system that's predominantly right-hand pitchers?
I think it's pretty good because because we have some really, really good right-handed arms, but I feel like you can never go wrong with getting more left-handed arms, and I'm sure they will, but it's so hard to find them.
Yeah.
So it has its ups and downs because it would be nice to have more left-handed guys that throw hard as well, but then again, you never know. But I like being one of the few because we have a couple that throw really hard too. So
yeah.
But it's a special club, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So these next couple questions are from me personally. Now I know that you were drafted a few times. Actually, the first time was by the Pirates. So what was like the whole draft experience like for you?
4 years. going through the draft, it was very stressful, very emotional because you never knew what was going on. And then 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4 years, I really didn't pitch at all. I got hurt, didn't play at all. 1 year, senior year of high school, and then freshman year of college, I didn't pitch that much either. And then junior year or sophomore year, I didn't pitch that much either. And junior year, I finally pitched. So it's definitely a roller coaster because you don't know what's going to happen. Uh, I try to tell all the kids that are going through it that I've ever talked to that listen, it's don't try to read into it too much because things happen all the time because you may be talking to teams where are really interested in you getting picked by a team that didn't even talk to you, because maybe they saw you one time and one time was enough. So
Yeah. No, it's got to be. I mean, we talked to Shane about this a little bit when he was on, and it's got to be stressful for you guys. Like, it's hard to enjoy, like, the moment. Like, it's supposed to be like the best day of your life, but you can't really like sit back and just enjoy it all.
yeah, because it's baseball. Baseball's so different from basketball and football, especially because there's everybody all across the country coming out too, and it's not like basketball where it's European and college. It's like in baseball, it's high school, college. It's a mixture of a whole bunch of guys.
Yeah. And also, just like, I mean, it's different too in the fact that it's like a process to get to the biggest stage. Like, in those sports, you're drafted, you're expected to step in immediately and be part of that team.
Yeah.
Like, not develop. That's
Right.
the one thing that I like. That's the biggest difference to me in baseball than all the other sports.
Oh, it is because a lot of guys, even me, I would even say they need more time, a little bit more development because there are some things I really want to work on that I really not perfected because I'll never perfect it, but things I've really conquered, and so I really think that'll help me whenever I do get to the major leagues whenever that time is.
Yeah. Are you on you ever look into, I know when we talked to Shane, he was telling us about, his use of like the weighted balls and stuff. Is that something that you've ever looked into?
Yeah, it was something I did in the off season that I've been doing for a long time.
Oh, you do that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
With one of my personal trainers, and he's my lifetime pitching coach. So it's something that he's been doing that he did as well. So whenever he played, so
Okay.
he does we do a really good job of not trying to put too much stress on it.
Yeah.
Just enough just to get enough workload so that way we come in fresh, and ready to spring training, so we're not like feeling laggy or anything. So
Okay. Well, what benefits do you think it gives to you, the usage of them?
definitely arm strength, but it's just conditioning the arm, and it's basically getting my arm ready for a long workload and a very long season. But to be able to just to keep it conditioned and to always keep it strong and basically just conditioned. That's one thing I love about it because it's one of them things where if I do it enough, it'll help my arms speed up even more, which will increase in velocity as well. But I do it mechanically too, just to make sure I'm mechanically sound.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. I actually didn't know that you were a user of the weighted balls because, like, when Shane, we were talking to him, he said that he didn't know a ton of guys that do it. He's kind of like in a minority. Like, if it continues to become a trend, the guys that were originally doing it would be considered like pioneers. So I didn't know that there was like other guys in the pirate system that were doing that, but that's pretty cool.
There are. It's pretty scattered, but
Yeah.
I've somebody that's been doing it since I was probably about 15, 16. So
Okay. And you guys are both guys that can ramp it up towards 100, so
yeah,
definitely help with your arm strength.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. And it makes it free and easy for me because I know I learned how my arm works and learning how to fix it pitch by pitch instead of at bat to at bat or inning by inning.
Okay. All right. Next question. What was it like to be part of like an actual MLB trade?
That's a very good one. Shocking, but it's very humbling as well because to be part of a major league trade and for a major league big league closer that's an all star is puts a lot of pressure on you at first
Yeah.
because you don't want to. I don't want to come over. I didn't want to come over here and try to let them know that what they got in return wasn't nothing good. So I'm trying my best to try to fulfill fulfill my personal needs as well. But it was a great experience, you know, because it was good to get drafted by them at a high school. Which you know, it sucks we couldn't come to a deal, but then to get traded to the Pirates, you know, a team that drafted me at a high school, it's pretty neat. It's pretty weird too.
Full circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was pretty neat.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, when that trade was done, I mean, obviously, like fans of the Pirates, like we knew who Melanson was, but we really didn't know who. Well, Felipe Rivera at the time, or Taylor Hearn were. So they had to do a little bit of research to find out about you guys. But I mean, I was intrigued, definitely. Both lefties, both throw hard. And I mean, Melanson was in a contract year, so he was on his way out anyway. So, I mean, the return has been fantastic so far, and I think that, I mean, once you're up here, it will only get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's just, I can't imagine being like all of a sudden, you get a phone call and your life's changed. You're going to a whole new city, whole new teammates. Like, that's just like crazy. Because
Yeah, it's
obviously,
tough.
like at that level, you really don't hear like rumors like you could be part of a trade, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't even. There was rumors about guys that were in Double A, Triple A about being traded. So I never heard my name come up at all until all of a sudden I was the only one in that offseason that got traded. So
Huh. Okay. Well, talking a little bit about Pittsburgh, Washington, I guess, like, what's the biggest cultural difference you've noticed, like, within the organizations of the Nationals and the Pirates?
you know, they all have the same goal. They're all big on developing and buying into the system and buying into what they're trying to do. They're both very good at doing a team aspect, trying to put team first, you know, not selfishness. And pitching philosophy, they both had the same philosophy, so it was kind of it
That's
wasn't
funny.
like
That was
two
my next
different
question.
people there. Yeah, yeah. Because that was a big thing I got with a lot of coaches when I came over here was that, you know, how do I do things over there with the Nationals? You know, how is it? I'm like, it's the same thing, honestly. So you know, they're the same pitching philosophy, so it was an easy transition for me.
Okay, that's cool. Like, is it like a lot of, like, how do I want to say this? Do you have a lot of, like, free room, like, to do, like, your own things, or is it, like, set in stone, this is how we're going to do things?
I'd say it's about both. It's just about communicating and being able to let them know about what I feel, what I think may work for me, and what they may think, and then just us going back and forth, just trying to figure out, just meet in the middle, you know, trying to figure out what works best for me. But at the end of the day, only I know what's gonna work best for me because I'm the one out there throwing as well. But I'm the one. I'm my own self teacher is what they say. You know.
Yeah.
So that's where me feeling things and bouncing out ideas off of them. You know, let them know what I feel. So it's definitely a good open line of communication.
Good, good. All right, so they like they know about the weighted balls thing, and they're that's like okay with them. Like is that like something that they preach at all, or is it kind of just like you do it, it's okay?
I don't know. I never really had that conversation with them yet. You know, because everybody's off season is different. You know, and I do mine at different times, and maybe other people do. And I do a lot of other stuff that's working on mobility and strengthening. You know, so that's I don't know. That's something that we've never really talked about. But I mean, if it's if it's helping me on the field perform well, like like I'm doing right now, and keeping me healthy, then I don't think they probably have a problem with it.
No, yeah. All right, well, getting back to, like, you mentioned pitching philosophy, but that was actually something I was going to ask. Are they like, do teams ever like get like heavy on a certain pitch, like buy into this pitch, or like, because I know there's a lot of talk on Twitter about like the Pirates being like fastball heavy, and like, is that
Yeah.
something that you've noticed, or?
Yeah, they are. It's something that they definitely preach, and they want all of us to be able to do it. Whether you're a guy that throws 100 or you're a guy that throws 88, you got to be somebody who can have fastball command. Because at the end of the day, fastball command, the ball the plate working in can open up the zone a spot for you, and it makes your other pitches look a lot better. And that's one pitcher they got to keep honest. You know.
Mhm. All right.
So
Well.
it's just one of them things where there's communication. If they see your fastball command is not on point and you're going heavy off speed or whatever, then they would understand it, I think. But they really do preach it because a low and away fastball in the strike zone, low away to a lefty or righty is the hardest pitch in baseball. So that's one thing that they really do work on with us, living at the knees and working the fastball in and out, keeping guys honest.
Okay. All right. Well, something I was trying to do some research on you, just so I could actually know what I was talking about.
Okay.
And when you were still with the Nationals in 2016, I found an article from MLB.com, and it was talking about how good your slider is. Do you wish that you could use the? Are you like, because going back to the philosophy, like being fastball heavy, do you like wish that you could use that slider more, or?
Did you say would I like to use it more?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's one of the things that I'm really incorporating more now, and it's just my style because it's a pitch that I've always been working on, and to the point now where I can kind of locate it and move it around a lot easier. But
Mhm.
sometimes in games I don't need it because I can strictly go fastball changeup because being the changeup being my second best pitch, I can do that sometimes and then throw a slider in there every now and then. But it's definitely one of the things I've definitely been incorporating more into and just keeping the hitters honest as well.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking because that article. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about with this article? Have you seen it or?
I don't know. I don't know. I think I maybe. I think it was maybe one I did was in my first spring training with them. I think.
I was just it mentions Randy Johnson in it, so that's what I was like.
I don't know. I haven't read a lot of articles. But I've heard people tell me that though. So maybe it's one of the ones.
Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. So yeah, I found that article and it was mentioning like a lot of people think that your slider's like your best swing and miss pitch. And it was saying, if things pan out, at the time the Nationals may have found like a Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow. So that definitely I can actually probably pull this back up again. But what do you think is your best swing? Do you think your slider is your best swing and miss pitch, or do you still think you can just blow that heat by him?
And changeup is actually.
Changeup.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a pitch I've been throwing since I was 8 years old, and it's a pitch that I can throw at any point in the count and can bury it. Nothing against my slider though. My slider is definitely a good swing and miss one, but if you've seen me pitch, I use my changeup a lot because it's a good pitch to have, being as hard as I throw to get them off my fastball. So, and it's something moving away from the bats or moving into lefties.
Okay. Yeah. I also this isn't really like necessarily related to baseball. I'm just kind of curious because I've never heard of the college you went to was Oklahoma Baptist
Yeah.
University. So, what were you going to school for? Or did you kind of know like baseball was to be your path anyway? Like,
it was. Baseball was, but my degree was sports psychology.
Okay.
They didn't have psychology, so I just did minor in psychology there for a year, and the plan is to eventually finish my degree and get a kinesiology degree, and finish my sports psychology degree.
So did you finish school? I'm sorry, is that what you said?
No.
Or?
I haven't finished yet.
Okay. But you plan to eventually finish your degree?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. That's all that I have as far as those questions. I do. Do you play Fortnite at all?
Yeah.
Because somebody texted me and asked me if you played Fortnite. What?
Yeah. I'm okay at it. But
You're okay at it.
The one that people maybe want to play with more is Keybron Hayes, because Keybron is a really good Fortnite player.
Really? Okay.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I added Shane on there, but it was literally like I added him when he came on here, and the Wi-Fi in their facility is just so trash. It's like hard to even play.
Right.
But yeah, so somebody wanted to know what your favorite gun was.
On Fortnite?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh boy, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I would say, can't go wrong with a gold scar.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. But I mean, I even use the common scars, and I can still get kills with that. So, but that is probably my favorite gun, and I'm a big. I like some of the pistols as well, but and then I'm starting to become more of a grenade guy. So.
Grenades, like not the launchers, like just actually hand grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get a little better with those because I know most of the time if I can't hit a guy that's running, I can throw my grenade. So it's kind of a good way to me to reenact me throwing one actually in real life or something.
What about sniping? You snipe at all?
Oh man, I'm terrible at that.
Terrible.
That's one.
I am too. You got to be
that's
standing
one thing-
still, or I'm gonna hitting you.
Yeah. See, if you're standing still, I can hit you, but if you're running, I mean, I'm terrible at that. That's why I'm praying and hoping that Fortnite has a thing where you can actually work on that because that's the one thing I really want to improve on there is sniping because it's so weird because my recent games I've had like last 10 games I've played I've always gotten like snipers and I'm just like the bolt action snipers.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, okay, that's a sign that I need to work on my sniping. So
What about okay? What about as far as like a drop spot? You have like a certain spot that you always like to drop, or
big anarchy guy.
anarchy? Ooh.
Yes, that is my favorite spot.
See, those guys in in the Gulf Coast League are big Lonely Lodge.
Yeah, they are. They are. I'm a big anarchy guy because I love it because there's always gonna be a good gold chest in those water towers, and I
Mhm.
always hit them first. And I usually go to the big barn or the long barn, and I usually go to the house. And then, people don't know it, but you go behind the house, like pretty far back. There's a chest behind there if you gotta break in. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, you said you play a little bit, but by the sounds of that, you're talking about like hidden chests and stuff like that. I mean.
Yeah. I can get after it. I'm working on it though.
Okay. What about as far as building though? Because I feel like I'd be better on like a PUBG or something like that, or like the new Call of Duty that's gonna have the battle royale. It's like not gonna have the building aspect. I feel like I'd be good at that, but like when it comes to building,
Yeah, building. If I had to grade it on like a baseball scouting scale, 20/80 scale, my
Yeah.
building's probably a 20. With probably like a future grade of like 30.
All right. Yeah, that's not too good.
Nah, it's not. But you know what? I've been really good about being able to move around on the map. So that's why I go to Anarchy and kind of wait, and then come clean up behind guys. So.
All right. Well, whatever works for you.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
Yeah. All right. So the last thing, I don't know. Did you? So you guys were on the road. Are you still on the road? Or
No, we're back home now.
you're back home now? Did you happen to see your shirt yet?
I happen to see what?
Did you happen to see the shirt that we sent you yet?
Yeah, I got it.
You opened it?
Yeah, I did. That's a nice shirt. Got a lot of people in the clubhouse that want it now.
Okay, dope. That's dude. Like Altoona's just loaded. I love that roster. I mean, I'm going up and down, and I'm like, oh, I wonder how many of these guys I can reach out to on Twitter. So, yeah, once again, like I really appreciate you responding to me. Like I told Shane, like you didn't even have to respond. I wouldn't have been offended if I just saw that blue check mark pop up, not even just read and didn't say anything back. But
no, I'm always willing to help out and do interviews to anybody.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's dope. I mean, that's part of being an athlete, I guess. But not everybody has to do it. It's not like something you have to do. So, I definitely appreciate it.
I see it more as the more interviews you do, the better you can be at it.
Yeah. Hey, you did a nice job.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, Taylor, I'm gonna let you go then. Once again, I appreciate you coming on the show. Continue to do what you're doing, man. Keep climbing the ranks, and we will keep trusting the Bucking process together.
All right, then. Appreciate it. Definitely good being on the show. Thank you for having me.
Yep.